If you don't call this support, I don't know what to call it then. Pull up your seat and kick up your feet. It's time for y'all to kick it with Pete. A.T.C. We Support Radio. What it do, world? It's your boy Peter Larry Loud, man, and I'm back. Hey, y'all, guess what? We done made it all the way to season 3. Yes, sir. This is season 3 of Kicking It with Pete, man. Episode 1. And it's only right, man. It's only right that I brung my partner back on here with me, man. The homie B Woods. What's up, bro? Go
What
ahead
it
and say
do,
something to the
ladies
people.
and gentlemen, indeed.
They already know what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? I had you, hey, man, you was on a couple of them for season 2, man. And the feedback that we was getting, man, it was some good feedback. Like the people definitely wanted to see you again, man. So it's only right that I you know what I'm saying, that I brung you back on the show, man. So
Always a pleasure to be here, man. Anything, man.
So man, look, today what I got for you, you know, I always come with some shit. Today, man.
What we got on the docket for today?
The topic for today is, what would you do if your deceased parent, you got a deceased parent, you're at the funeral, and another child walks up and says like, yo, that was my, you know what I'm saying, that was my parent too. How do you, you know what I'm saying, after that, do you know what I'm saying, try to build a relationship with this person to try to get to know them, or do you leave shit to where it's at?
Before we even go any further in building a relationship, I need to see a DNA test. First off and off the rip. I need to see a DNA test off the rip.
Okay. I get the DNA test part, but like, that's what I'm saying though. Even after the DNA test comes back, do you go about building that relationship, or do you still just leave it where it's at?
Oh, that's tough to find out after your parent dies that they didn't had a child outside of like what you already know. It's gonna be that's difficult. That's difficult. I don't know how I would respond to that. Like, I guess it would have to be depending on like how old that I am at the time. Like, if I'm already in my like 40s and all that, and I'm sorry, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. Like, below 40, you might have a chance.
Okay, so look, scenario like this: you 40, but what if the you know what I'm saying, the child at hand is probably like, what if the child at hand is still like a teenager or something? So like, what do you know what I'm saying? So what do we do in that situation? Like, I get where you coming from. Like, if it's a grown person, it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, me personally, I'm a kind of leave it where it's at. Like, man, you know what I'm saying, we grown. Like I'm not go pretty much give you the cold shoulder, but I'm not go act like, you know what I'm saying, we was day ones, like we day ones type shit, and be trying to kick it with you and be around you and hang with you every day type shit.
First off, for me to be in my 40s and the kid is in their teens, that's wild.
I mean, it is, but it ain't wild. Though. Like,
it's so, not. But to me, that's wild. Because number one, why would you wait until I'm in my like 30s to have another child? Like,
I mean, okay, so when it comes to my youngest sibling, I only got one younger sibling, but me and my sister is like, what? My sister like 19, I'm 32. So like, yeah, me and my sister is like a good 12 years apart, bro.
See, that's different. That's understandable to me.
But I'm saying though, so just even then, if you know what I'm saying, but it's just still like 12 years, that's a, you know what I'm saying, that's a big gap.
That's a huge gap. I honestly, I'll go as far as to say that's a huge generational gap right there.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like, you gotta think, that's a whole decade.
Yeah.
Plus in between having a kid.
And it's like me and my sister, like, you know what I'm saying, I love my sister to death, but I feel like by what you just said, that's where we clash a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we come in from two different generations. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, her outlook on stuff is different from my outlook on, you know what I'm saying, from my outlook on stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like even then with that sibling, that's how it could be. So okay, let's take it out the equation of it being a younger sibling. You know what I'm saying? Let's take it out the equation of it being a younger sibling, because at the same, because you know what I'm saying, like with the younger sibling, it's like you can relate, but you can't relate. But let's take it to somebody that's maybe about, you know what I'm saying, we gonna say about 4 or 5 years younger than you. Like so it's like y'all come from the same generation, got the same, you know what I'm saying, got the same mind frame.
Okay.
How do
Yeah.
you look at it? You know what I'm saying? How do you look at it coming from that point of view?
Okay. Yeah. That's more relatable. Well, first
But
question.
I don't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna let you answer, but I don't mean to cut you off because we do know that it is, you know what I'm saying, men out here that got, you know what I'm saying, kids that's grown as hell, and then, you know, they find them something young and start trying to, you know what I'm saying, start over again. So let's
Yeah.
not act like that is not possible.
No, it ain't-
And it
it-
is women out here having kids, you know what I'm saying, at older ages and all, you know what I'm saying, and all that too. But we not go put it, we not go put it on a mom, we not even go put it on a dad type thing. We just go keep the scenario what it is, because it's like, because even if we put it at a mom, you know what I'm saying, we could put it at a mom thing and be like, shit, who's to say that this mom didn't have this kid at a young age,
Fact.
and something came up to where she had to get a kid up, or the kid, you know what I'm saying, may have got, you know what I'm saying, may have got taken away. So I feel like on my end, that's another way of the situation that I had to look at it too. Like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna let you answer it though. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just had to say that. I just had to say that while that was on my mind, bro.
I'll say this: the deal breaker for me would be how did you come up? Like, cause I know, cause it's also, you know, some. Let's be honest, some niggas out here, they be having these kids on the side and be secretly raising them.
Okay, so but let me ask you this though: is it that child's fault how it was conceived?
No, I absolutely don't.
Because
I absolutely don't blame the child, because number one, they didn't ask to be here at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just like how we didn't ask to be here at the end of the day. Like we a product of whoever two people decided to copulate and make love and gave birth to us.
So let me ask you this though. So look, we both kind of touched on it like on that. But look, here's another thing though. What if y'all the same age?
That's going to be a problem.
But how though? So hear me out. And this is one thing I can say. Like, we can't. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying, we gonna take the scenario and put me and you inside this scenario.
Okay.
We got the same dad. We the same age. We just find out at this funeral. You know what I'm saying? It's like now when you look at this, we're the same age, and we both know how niggas is and how niggas can get. So who's to say Pops really one out here living a double life, telling your mom she's the only one and telling my mom she's the only one, but Pops can be a motherfucking smooth criminal, and while we're both growing up, you know what I'm saying, we both see him, you know what I'm saying, because it is shit like that happening. Like he's active in both of our lives, but you may stay out of state, I stay in a whole nother state, and we just never really clashed, or it never really came about or to the forefront.
Yeah, that is crazy. It's definitely dudes out here living that double life.
Man, listen.
Like, but even still, back to my original point, I wouldn't blame the other sibling, because just as they didn't know about me, I didn't know about them. We found out at chance at Pop's funeral, or mom's funeral. It could have been mom's funeral that we find out.
Right, because it's like, okay, so look, now we go take Pops out of it, because it's like with moms, think of it like this though. If you the child that's popping up at mom's funeral that wasn't around, that moms didn't raise, and I'm the child, you know what I'm saying, that she raised, that she went all out about.
Yeah.
And the type of society that we live in, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of pressure on women when it comes to parenting. But like, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna say that like I hate it sometimes, because it's like a woman really can't slip up without society, a man, like anybody really judging them or being too hard on them. But a man can be absent for years and he still get a, oh, well, he can do some shit like buying some chips, and it's just like, oh well, at least he's trying. You got to give him credit for trying.
Yeah, nah, I ain't with that mess either. Like,
Yeah, because it's like, but back to what I was saying though, it's like, you know what I'm saying, that other child may look at it as like, well, damn, man, why you ain't want to do the same for me? Why, you know what I'm saying? It's like
that's exactly how they gonna look at it.
like especially on the mother's end, like when I see like when mothers don't, you know what I'm saying, bring up other kids, because I know a few mothers that got other kids that don't acknowledge they kids, you know what I'm saying, they other kids because of the situations that we're talking, you know what I'm saying, that we're talking about, and it's like why didn't you do that for that kid?
Yeah, that's wild. Like, I don't care who you is, mother or dad. If you got kids from two different sides of the family, hey, I don't care if it was done on purpose or by mistake. You treat all your kids the exact same, bro.
For real.
And the same goes to all the daddies too.
Yeah, like that's the thing, like, and this is not to, and we not here to bash like no male, no female, like this just our thoughts and just our perspective, you know what I'm saying, on the topic, like, and this is coming from people with no kids on top of that, so it's like, it's just, you know what I'm saying, how I would even look at it if I had a kid. It's like, man, if I went out, I cheated, you know what I'm saying? If I went out, I cheated, I had, you know what I'm saying, I had another kid or whatever on my wife, on my girl, however that go, and we already got kids, it's like, I'm not hiding that from her, bro. Because of the fact, it's like, it's either me and you finna figure this out, and you know what I'm saying, I gotta handle this because this my business over here. I'm not saying that you gotta help me out, but you know what I'm saying, I'm not even saying that you gotta accept it, because you can leave me alone as well. But even with my kids over here that I have for you, don't try to, you know what I'm saying, with you, don't try to punish me, you know what I'm saying, and use that against me as well, so I won't have to take care of this one. And I feel like that's what some males be, you know what I'm saying, be doing as well.
Yep, definitely do.
So let me ask you this. How do you feel about dudes that have kids, be with a female that have kids, but do more for the female kids than they do for their actual kid?
Trash. You absolute trash for that. I don't care what the situation is, unless, and I'm saying this with a whole heavy heart.
What's the unless?
Unless your first baby mama is actively doing everything in her power to limit your time with your kids, all out of spite.
That's an excuse too, because man, see, back on season 2 when I had Q Low on here, we was talking about joint custody, and you know what I'm saying, males fighting to be inside their child's life. It's like, even if you do got a cuckoo for crazy baby mama, if you really trying to do what you need to do and be inside your child's life, bro, you can go downtown and let these people know like what's going on and get your rights and make sense.
For sure. But how often do we see joint custody happen?
But listen, you want to know why? Because niggas not going down there, bro. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
I hear you.
At the end of the day, it's like
I'll say not as many niggas that should be going down there as they should.
Man, but
some guys genuinely are out of touch with how they can go about getting their kids because of society. Like we look at society today. When it comes to like divorce rates and custody battles, who normally win in that?
Man, that's because the fathers, I feel like, bro, and I really just feel like this, bro, and I really say that shit because it's like, bro, my dad took like when my dad and my mom weren't fucking with each other or like was on bad terms, like, nigga, my dad took risks to see me, bro. Like, I really like, you know what I'm saying, like, I can't, you know what I'm saying, like, I can't really say like me and my dad had our off and on to where we didn't get along and shit like that. But I really can't say that my dad really wasn't active or didn't try to be active. Like, Like, nigga, it used to be points like my dad would pop up to the house still, knowing my mom got a restraining order, but he like, yo, I'm trying to see my son. Christmas time, like, nigga, my mom didn't even know my dad knew where we stayed at, but nigga, we had moved all the way on the south side. Nigga, my uncle done pulled up like, yeah, he told me to drop this off, and my mom looking like, how the fuck? So it's some shit, bro. I feel like that is an excuse, dude.
Yeah, certain things definitely dudes be using as excuses. I'll definitely agree with you there.
Because it's like, nigga, if you pulling up, or if you got your mama, your sister, whoever, somebody pulling up, dropping off school clothes, you know what I'm saying, dropping off clothes, or you know what I'm saying, getting shoes, or even then, bro, like I feel like if you know that your baby mom don't mess with you for real, or you and her don't even got the best relationship, or like ain't on talking terms, like you should have somebody in your family that can play middleman. It's like niggas always, and this is, and I feel like this how we go in this, because we can keep going on and on this,
Right.
But I feel like niggas want to play the middleman on the wrong shit.
I'll absolutely 100%.
If you get what I'm saying,
I absolutely 100% agree with that.
You niggas always looking for a middleman and wanting to play the middleman in the wrong shit, where you need to play the middleman where the middleman need to be played.
Yeah, definitely that. Like
between you, your child, and the fucking mother.
And I ain't gonna lie, it's been a couple of times I done been involved in a couple of custody battles where I had to be the middleman. And I'll go ahead and say it. That shit sucked ass, man.
I mean, it sucks being the middleman, but nigga, I would rather for one of my homeboys, one of my mans to come at me and be like, yo, I need you to middleman. I need you to middleman me getting my kid, going to go see my kid. Like, look, bro, you know she be tripping on me, but I need you to go get him. You know what I'm saying? You know she'll let him come with you. I need you to just go get him. I'll come over your house and kick it. Like if you, compare it to a nigga calling you like, hey bro, I got this bag, you know, somebody that, you know what I'm saying, trying to that's why I say niggas need to look for a middleman when they need a middleman, and that's how we gonna end that, man. Look, it was your boy Peter Larry Loud, man. Who I gotta hear with me, man?
It's your boy B Woods, aka the People's Poet. You dirt,
man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all just was kicking it with Pete, man, and we out.